Apparently, Prince Harry has been in talks with Goldman Sachs about potentially appearing on their online interview programme, a source is telling CNN. Now, although the series would be unpaid, it's a business opportunity for Harry and his wife Meghan as they work to become financially independent. Harry has already been spotted on camera talking to Bob Iger over here. He's also partnering with Oprah for Apple TV+. We want you to join in the conversation. Get out your digital devices, phones and the like. CNN.com/join. The answer is it wrong for Prince Harry to work with big banks like Goldman Sachs? Is it wrong? Simple. Yes or no? Vote and you'll see the results on the screen in front of me. Now, Max Foster, our Royal Correspondent, is here. We'll get to your thoughts on that. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Good to see you, sir.
Your set's very fancy.
Well, you deal in fancy places all the time as you live in and around. So tell me, what about this Goldman Sachs business? Harry and Meghan earning money making speeches.
Well, it comes off the back of the JP Morgan event in Miami last week where he spoke, and they're not telling us whether or not he'll be paid for that, which suggests that he probably was. Then this Goldman Sachs event, which is unpaid, but I was speaking to a couple of people in the know last night here in New York, and they suggested that actually this unpaid interview series is a really great way of getting on to that speaker ladder within Goldman Sachs.
So when you say speaker series, he's interviewing or he's being interviewed?
He's being interviewed by a director at Goldman Sachs, typically. It's not confirmed, I don't think, and they're also saying, people on the royal side, suggesting that actually there's been an ongoing relationship with Goldman Sachs in relation to some of his patronages and causes previously.
Eyebrows being raised by all of this?
I think so, because it's very quick. They've said they want to become financially independent, but they extricated themselves from the royal family very quickly, very suddenly. It had a massive repercussions on the monarchy. And now many people feeling as if they're rushing into this and going straight to the very top level of payment.
The most controversial level as well in many cases. I mean, Goldman Sachs has certainly had controversy over where money has gone. But let's look at this. Let's be men of the world, Mr. Foster. If you're going to give up the sovereign grant which you have and the Duchy of Cornwall, you've got to make money somehow, and to pay for that sort of life, well, she's either going to have to go back acting to get the millions in, or he's going to have to give, both of them are going to have to give speeches.
And they've said they are going to continue looking after their causes and campaigning on the things that they were doing. That's very expensive, and you probably do need Goldman-level money to support that kind of charitable work. And also, any of these projects that they're going to be going into are going to raise some sort of conflict of interest. So it's just whoever they go to, whoever they're being paid for, someone's going to dig something up.
Is the palace looking at all of this distastefully?
I think the palace feels that they dealt with this at the time. If he's either in or he's out, these conflicts of interest, they expected to come up. And because he's left the royal family as a working royal, it's no longer, it doesn't necessarily reflect on them. The one outstanding issue on all of this, and they're reviewing it in a year, is whether or not they're going to be allowed to continue using Royal within their brand. Sussex Royal is their current brand. And the Garter King of Arms currently is considering this matter.
Well, our viewers are far more men and women of the world. 70% of you say it is not wrong. Yeah, look at you, you're surprised.
I'm surprised that going straight to a big bank isn't more controversial and not going for more of a mid-level, less controversial form of payment. I don't know. I mean, I think there's also views depending on where you are.
Very good point. Thank you. Good to see you. That's why you're the Royal Correspondent. Diplomatic to the end.